Hey, welcome to Spinner Swallow Beer Review. I'm Shagdog. I'm here with PABrewNews, who's been a longtime fan of ours since we started, and we watch his. What I hate about your videos is we can never find those beers down here in the South. But a lot of the beers you
Oh
do,
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm doing today Brown Eyed Squirrel. This is our first collaboration, by the way, by RJ Rockers, which is in South Carolina, I believe. Brown Ale. And 81 by Beer Advocate, English Brown Ale, 5.6% ABV. What you got there?
No, I got a big old stovepipe can of hazy beer hug from Goose Island over the Illinois area, Chicago, Illinois. But this is one of those things that's probably mass marketed, produced now because of the AB turnover thing. So bright, sunshiny, hazy. Sunshine, sunny days, bright, shiny sun. There it is. So right now, you were on your fourth beer, and I'm on my fourth beer. I did a stovepipe can of 60-minute, 90-minute Lagunitas Maximus Colossus, 9%, and now we're gonna go into the hazy. And this is the first hazy of the evening too. So there you go.
There you go. That's American Brown Ale. It's brown. Nice little head on there, maybe a little bit more than pinky. Kind of a tannish beige, actually, head. Speaking of Lagunitas, have you ever had their version of Newcastle Brown Ale?
No, what's that? Those the brown sugar?
No, they make Newcastle Brown Ale now in the U.S. I haven't seen it in a while
Oh,
because after they started making it, I guess people didn't like it. I haven't seen it that much in the stores since
the
then. That was like
last
about
time I had a Newcastle product was their Werewolf, which is a ruby red ale, and I had that about 10 years ago. And
yeah,
honestly, it was fucking fantastic.
yeah, I
It
remember
was an
that.
ale only brewed for the United States, and the tap handle was a werewolf coming around a tree. It was fucking awesome.
Right.
And they had big stand up cardboard things. And honestly, if I could have got my hand
Oh
on both
yeah.
of those, I would have kept them for myself.
Wow. Yeah, that
But
was a good
that was
one.
the last Newcastle product.
Yeah, they Lagunitas started making their brown ale for them here in the U.S. and it tasted totally different. I didn't like it myself, but
Okay, so what does it compare to the Newcastle in England?
it
That
tastes
is a shell of yourself.
totally different. It tastes like a totally different beer.
Mm-hmm.
It was more. It had more of a cocoa powder taste to it. It tastes a little
Mm-hmm.
more like they're trying to make a chocolate. I don't know. It was, and I was like, why would they let them make this? It's totally different. Maybe it's the water. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I know, like, I used to drink Newcastle back in the day before they changed facilities. They closed down their one facility and made this epic facility, this mass
Mm.
market facility.
Is
And
that
ever
when like
since then, I really
Heineken bought them
haven't
out?
drank Newcastle.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
like it, but in the bottles it was kind of a hit or miss because you get some skunky ones occasionally.
And it was
But
clear because that's a problem. The
yeah,
clear and like you said in the last review, the clear and the green give you problems.
yeah, yeah. But this one looks good. We'll see.
Yeah. So you got some squirrel action, got some squirrel nuts, and
Yeah.
I got some bear nuts. So there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. It smells good. It smells all right.
I think mine might, I don't know. Mine might smell better than yours. I don't know. What does yours smell like?
I got a little bit of a brown nutty smell in there actually. Maybe a little cocoa. It smells pretty good actually. I'm surprised.
I got
I've
the
had
earthy, nice little earthy brightness, but I got a lot of tropical fruit, little tangerine, grapefruit thing going on, which is pretty nice.
these guys. I haven't seen them until I moved to South Carolina. This is about the third or fourth beer I reviewed by them, and they're so far 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So this might be the fourth good one or third good one, hopefully.
Yeah. Dive in. Cheers.
This isn't bad. It's not the best brown ale I've had. It's not the worst, but it's kind of a. It's kind of like a good bad brown ale, like a bad beer. That's good. Yeah,
A good bad
that's
brown ale.
yeah. That's what it tastes like.
It's bad Leroy Brown all over it.
That's it. Bad boy. It's not bad. It's not high quality. A couple of beers. I can't remember. I had a peach beer by these guys, which was all right. Can't remember the other two, but it's not bad for a brown ale. I'm not sure. You ever hear of these guys, RJ Rockers? No, probably not. They're probably only sold here in South Carolina.
They didn't make Barking Squirrel, did they? That was someone else, right?
That could have been someone else. Yeah.
I think that was an AB InBev product a while ago, named Barking Squirrel. That was the thing on the hit list for a while, but it was just a shitty lager.
This one did have a different. The previous label was a lot better. Previous label had a squirrel with a like little hat on and a saxophone. So, but all their labels look like that now too.
Bill there. You got the little Bill Clinton squirrel going on.
Yeah. Yeah. But all their labels look like this now. That same design with different colors, you know. And then
I actually like it when beer companies do that, where like there's labels seem somewhat similar. That way you can that way, and it sounds weird, but that way you can get like marketing.
Right.
Like you can go, okay, I know who that is. I know who that is. So
Right.
even though not saying that the label might be generic, but the inside the beer is good, so you know again and again. Okay, I know what beer that is. I know what brewery that is.
And you're walking by it, even your peripheral vision will pick it out. Hey, there's that beer. Yeah.
Boom, done. You're set.
Yeah.
You're golden. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now it's really weird because I'm not that far from Florida. You know, the borderline of Florida. I don't know, 5-hour drive or something like that. But there's no Florida craft beers up here whatsoever. I haven't seen any actually. I don't recall. But I've only been to 2 different places, so I haven't been all around. But down in Florida, maybe
probably just a Garden City in your area somewhere.
Yeah, you know, over in Augusta, there's probably more places. I'm across the river from Augusta, so. But a lot of them, I looked online. I haven't been over there yet, but a lot of them, like, oh, we only have these. It's like little weird liquor stores, but they only sell like 20 different craft beers. And I'm like, I'm used to down in Tampa, we had like Total Wine and More or stuff like that, where you go in there, they have like 3 or 4 aisles of craft beer, you know. Where you, like here, you go there and it's like one thing of craft beer. So it's like weird. But this place I go to, at least they have something different every time I go there. So it's like, because I've been in places before where it's like you go in there, it's the same stuff all the time. And it's like, so. But they're all mostly North Carolina or South Carolina beers that I'm getting. So, and I'm this close to Georgia.
Despite what you have, it's still pretty regional.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of out-of-state stuff. Besides, like, I get a lot
sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, up my way, we just got a brewing company from Houston of the Texas region. And it was called Urban South. And they wanted $35 a 4-pack. And I told them to go fuck themselves. So there you go.
What part of Pennsylvania are you in?
That's a little pricey. I'm sorry, that's a little pricey.
Yeah, that's pretty expensive. Are you in the Harrisburg
area? I know my
area?
hair looks like I make a lot of money on the street, but right. $35 a 4-pack is a little ripe. You know what I mean? So there you go.
Are you from the Harrisburg area or what part of Pennsylvania?
I'm Bloomsburg area, right center of the state, basically.
Oh, okay, I know where you're at. I used to be a Wilkes-Barre, so.
Oh yeah, you're right by me. It was
Bloomsburg High School.
About 25 minutes up 118.
Oh,
from Wilkes-Barre, so you're good.
oh yeah. I'm not thinking. I was thinking of Berwick, the high school team that used to be really good back in the '80s. It's
I grew up in
Berwick.
Berwick, so yeah,
Bluesburg got the
I
good.
grew up in Berwick.
Okay, yeah. Bluesburg's got a university that has a good wrestling team, or they used to have. I don't know about
Yep.
nowadays, but
Yep. So when you come back, if you swing through that Williamsport area or Wilkes-Barre area, just I'll hit up with you. I'll take you to a couple of places I know that's
oh,
really
okay.
good. So
Yeah, because
yeah, we're good.
my
That,
friend works at.
honestly, I mean, I don't know. Are you going to see family in Wilkes-Barre or what?
I was just going to drive through, stop, see a couple friends. No family. I do have because my grandmother is originally from there, and then she moved to New York when she was young. That's where I
Oh
grew
shit,
up. And
man!
that,
If you need to, just crash at my house, and I'll just drive you to a couple places.
yeah, my friend works at Lions Brewery in Wilkes-Barre. They make
Mm-hmm.
Stagmeyer Lions.
Oh, I know that
I
beautiful shitty Stegmeyer.
yeah. I told him to
Honestly,
send.
they have a beer now called. Have him hook you up. It's gonna be a $1 for you. Grand Hoopa. It's a double IPA. It's shit, but at the same time, it's completely drinkable, and it's a high ABV for like, and they charge like $7.99 a 4-pack. You know, like it's
Oh,
one of those ones that you're like, dude, if this fits your price range, drink lots of it. It's
right.
one of those. Honestly, Stegmeyer IPA has always been one of those ones I've always considered like solid or like a little below solid. So like, I think they do pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't had any beers by them since I got out of the army in '96. I was at his house when I got out of the army.
I can't drink Lion's Head. The
Yeah,
hangovers are too
I
much.
never had the Lion's Head, but the Stagmeyer. He used to get a free case of beer every month or whatever working there. So he
I can do
back
the
then they had.
Stagmar. I tell you what though, have you ever had Iron City from Pittsburgh? I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
I can't drink that either because it
it's
gives me the
horrible.
worst hangover ever.
Yeah, we did the IC. Matter of fact, we did it with. I don't know if you ever saw our video with the girl. We showed her from neck down, hot body girl. She used to be a Cowboys cheerleader for 1 or 2 years, but we did IC and IC Light with her and her fiance. So we split one beer between the four of us, but we all got like a quarter of the beer. But
I think that
yeah,
would be enough to give me a bad hangover.
yeah, yeah. Good thing we split it, and then we split that iced tea shit with them too. That I forget that iced tea, twisted tea. Yeah, we had
You
that
know,
too.
I tell you, I love my parents. My parents are good people. They've warned me about a lot of things in my life. A lot of things I never listened to them, by the way. I'm gonna go down the road, baby. I came from a simple family, a simple man, and had a lot of warnings in my life.
Is that
The
Dusty
one
Rhodes?
thing that down the road, baby. And they warned me, do not drink Iron City. It is a bad beer. And
Oh
I
yeah.
said, I will do it. I will do whatever I can, for the beer brewing community. And I drank it, and you know what? I should have listened to him
Oh
because it was
wow.
the worst beer I've ever. I was like, this is really good. This is good. And I went, what's that taste on the back of my palate? Like, oh
All
my
right.
god! Like it just started sitting in this bad taste, this bad taste. And I
Even the
tell you
light
what, I
beer.
even drank
Ooh.
scotch and it never went away. And when I was so hungover the next day trying to make that taste go away, the only thing I could taste was Iron City.
Oh.
And I will never do that again.
Yeah, I'm
Ever.
glad I only drank a quarter of a can. That and the
Oh
icy, even the
yeah.
icy light was bad.
Yeah. Thank yourself very thankful that you only drank that quarter of a can because that was not good.
Now, did you
That was a
ever
not
have
good thing.
the other beer made by that company called Old German?
Oh no, I've never had Old German and I've never had Stonies either.
Okay, I remember when I was a kid, I used to see Old German cans. Someone was drinking in my neighborhood, like out in the street or whatever, crushed can, Old German, and of course, I never seen it in the stores when I became an adult or anything. So I'm like, maybe they sold it where I lived in New York back when I was a kid, but
No.
probably only sell it in the Pittsburgh area probably now. But
Yeah, there are a lot of breweries that kind of like hung around for a long time, Old German and Stonies and stuff like that, but I've never
yeah,
had them. But the thing is, I kind of have to assume there's the same thing of Iron City. They're going to have that
yeah,
like drink, but horrible aftertaste,
right.
really bad hangover, and like you know, this is like what most people drank back in the 70s. And I feel so bad for them because they had to like spend most of their time hungover.
No wonder it was a
And they
sexual revolution
not
because the beer
enjoying it.
sucked. They're like, oh, that beer tastes so bad in my mouth. Let me eat this 80-year-old hooker instead, or whatever. I don't
No,
know.
that's the other thing is they grew up in a time where that was the beer to drink, so they just drank beer. And
Mm-hmm.
the hangovers must have been brutal because they drank
Oh yeah,
tons of it. And then the next day, because there was nothing else to drink, they just drank it again
right.
and had the same hangover over and over and over again. And
There's that.
you wonder why I mean, honestly, you wonder why the generation before us was so tough because they had to endure those kind of
Right.
hangovers every fucking day.
I
They're tough.
Jammer sent me something in the mail today. It was about National Beer Day, April 7th or whatever it was. Prohibition and Frank FDR when he got rid of Prohibition, and Jimmy Carter when he got rid of home. I guess it was illegal to do home brewing, and he
Yeah,
got
1977 because his brother
yeah,
was doing Billy Beer. Yep,
yeah.
absolutely.
But it was probably the best thing Jimmy Carter did. The only good thing he probably did. But anyhow, because I know he got rid of the Panama Canal, but
Well, his wife was hot, at least.
I don't
Fuckable.
remember his wife, but back then she probably was, right? I don't know about
Nancy
now.
Carter, little
Yeah,
fuckable,
yeah.
nice. You know.
But yeah, and they said that led to craft brew, the big
Yep.
craft brewing. Yeah,
Yeah, his brother was a big craft brewer, and that's kind
yeah,
of why he kind of slipped away. And actually, because of him, we had Maytag, we had Anchor, we had all the like Sierra
right.
Nevada, we had everybody opening the doors to the future, which is
Mm-hmm.
now. But like everything Americans do, we take things too far. And now we're here going, oh well, this and oh well that and oh well we should charge $40 for a 4 pack because we're emotionally okay and all this bullshit.
Right,
And that's why we craft beer has gone
right.
to the bullshit extent that it has.
Yeah, I never. I
Oh,
mean, back when I was in the army, I mean, I drank, back in the early '90s, Bud Ice, Bud Dry. You know, I
well,
didn't even know
as
about.
I was in the army, I drink whatever I could get.
Yeah, when
Basically.
I was overseas for 2 years. I came back stateside in '95, and my roommate's like, "Hey," in Fort Hood, Texas, he's like, "Hey, you want an ice house?" I'm like, "What the hell's an ice house?" Because I guess it came out while I was gone. It's another ice beer, ice house. What the hell? I was like, "Wow, that was my
Yeah.
favorite beer. That was my favorite beer at that time." But how your palate changes over the years. But me and Jammer, we
Well,
started out.
I still remember, like, the fucking weirdest thing is, like you're saying about this, I still remember drinking hot, natty ice out of some guy's trunk.
Yeah, his like a truck
It's
trunk
so
or a car
not
trunk.
okay anymore.
Not his pant trunk, but his car trunk, right?
Mhm.
Not his trunks.
I would totally drink a nice beer out of a guy's dick, but, we just mean the guy's trunk. So,
Right.
yes. But things have gone so crazy from now on. So like, oh, is that beer 3 days old? Oh, it's a drink
Yeah.
for now. Like we got to that point where everything is so. I'll use the word convoluted, where people have missed the point
Right.
of drinking good beer and craft beer over the years. So now we're getting to that. I don't know how
It's
to say it, like infatuation area where it's like, oh, everything has to be so
like
crafted, it's so point like it so gets like beyond people's reach. Like we're get like
it's not
we have
Starbucks
we have
coffee. It's
we
not
have
that
the
special.
hipsters. Yeah, we have the hipsters, but we're beyond that now.
Right. You go to like this company right here, Savannah, the one I'm drinking. No, not that one. Savannah River Brewing Company. The brewery is across the river here. And I see people on there. Oh, I had this great, delicious, whatever hell beer they had for $10. For a 16-ounce glass or whatever it is. I'm like, they're selling the same beer in a 4 pack for $10. So you're getting more. Why would you go to the brewery and drink that for that much when you could buy a 4 pack of it? For the same price.
Yeah, well, why would you do that?
Yeah. It's like crazy.
Yeah,
But
crazy.
yeah.
But this
But
beer, I guess I should talk about this beer. The beer that I'm
yeah,
drinking. Hi. But
I'm going.
this is actually pretty good. I would say this is a very nice beer. 6.8% tall can from um the Goose Island, which I'm not a big fan of overall from their most
Mhm.
beers. But I used to drink their Honkers Ale and I used to drink their wheat back in the day, about 15 years ago. Pretty good. I tried them recently. They're not as good, but my palate has changed too. But this Goose Island bright sunshiny haze from the hazy beer hug, it's actually pretty good. I would actually give this a little bit of a step above solid. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I think it's actually a pretty goddamn good good beer. 6.7
There
or
you go.
6.8. Big old can, easy drinking, no problem, very approachable, but it gives you everything that you want from a nice hazy beer too. Nice tropical notes, nice earthy notes, big breadiness. Pretty good stuff. Nice body.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely 8 out of 10.
We don't get. I mean, when I was in Florida, we used to get a lot of their beers back in the day, but now you might see them sporadically. I haven't seen any of them in South Carolina. Of course, this hillbilly country here, but or some backwards country or something. I don't know. But even another one's Duck Rabbit, Rabbit Duck, Duck Rabbit. Right? Haven't seen those in years either. It used to be in Florida all the time. Duck Rabbit. I think it's owned by Anheuser Busch actually, but
Well, Duck Rabbit used to be a big thing around here too.
I haven't seen them in years actually. A couple of
Yeah,
years.
there was the big thing about their stouts. They did stouts the best.
Yeah. But this one was pretty good for a brown ale. Not great, but did I grade it earlier? I can't remember. But on my past thoughts, I'm going to give it a C plus and a swallow on the spit or swallow scale. Not great, but not bad. Nice, easy drinking. You want to do another one?
Absolutely.
I don't know. Do you got one of those circle lights, the ring lights? Because that shit
Yeah,
makes you look.
I
That
know.
makes
It's
you.
not just
The
my
shit's
eyes.
reflected in you. You're like an owl.
I'm trying to beat it. I'm trying
It
to beat
looks.
it. I'm trying to
It
beat the
looks.
middle.
It almost looks evil.
How's my internet? Is my internet okay? Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. You're doing good. It
All right,
cut up.
because my
Cut
internet is
my.
completely shit here too.
Oh,
So
it's bad here. I'll cut like when I watch the video later. I'm like, holy crap! And it cuts out like all the time here. It's horrible.
boom, we got some real craft here. We got some. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. We got some Higher View State Park. That's what it's called. And
Oh,
this is
state
from
park.
New Trail Brewing Company from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. This is a hazy India Pale Ale, which pisses me off because all their State Park series is usually a double IPA because I like bigger beers and ABVs because I'm a drunk. And honestly, it just being a hazy IPA, I'm okay with it, but 7% is a little low. So, but this is part of the state park series of Pennsylvania. So please, everyone who goes to Pennsylvania, please go to the state parks, spend money, and
Mm-hmm.
enjoy. And leave only footprints, motherfucker. Clean up your shit. I'm gonna pour this out, and Jammer's gonna tell you about what he is drinking. Not
What?
Jammer, Shagdog,
Hey,
baby.
hey, I gotta go grab mine. I thought
I'll fix it before you say anything, baby. Fix it.
PABrewNews. Keep talking because I gotta go grab mine real quick, and I'll be right
You
back.
keep talking. I'm just gonna pour this out like a little loop. There you go. This is Hunter View. This is Hunter View State Park. Let me talk to you a little bit about this here. Hunter View State Park has been in the middle of Pennsylvania. It's off Route 20. If you want to take on Route 44 up to the area of Countersport, shoot off Hunter View State Park. Beautiful area. I'll tell you what, pristine area. Nice. If you want to see country where no one is at, pretty much take that route. Over there, you have a beautiful vista. You can see the most spectacular, probably sunrise you'll ever see. And also, they do hang gliding rides right off the view. You can hang glide all the way down to a different state park too. Definitely check it out. 140, 114, 287, 44, and 120. Those are the routes that really take you around that area. Please check them all out because every single one of those routes has a different little section. Pine Creek, Slate Run, these things that you really want to check out. 287 takes you up to Wellsboro, the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. You have the greatest trout fishing areas in the world right there. By the way, do check them out. Fly fishing is something that you want to be doing in this area. So right now we have this Hinder View State Park. One of the ones that I've been wanting to do. Cook Forest was the one that happened second to that. The other one was the Boulder Field. So definitely check out the Boulder Field. If you want to learn more about the state parks in Pennsylvania, check out New Trail. Find out their state park series. You'll learn more and more and more about the state parks while following their beer. Please do, because they are absolutely gems that money cannot buy these gems. So if you can't find the beer, please find the state park. And I'm going to shove it over. Done.
That's weird. I didn't change my background, so it's coming out red. But that's a green can, actually. It's matching with the green screen. But this is Noda Brewing Company out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Should have spilled some. Hot Drop and Roll. You probably can't even see that. But anyhow, it's a green can mostly with a car on it. Indian Pale Ale. And Noda Brewing Company, 7.2% ABV. Yeah. West Coast IPA hits you with a ton of juicy hot flavor that shines out from a substantial and complex malt backbone. We use Citra, Amarillo, Centennial, Warrior, and Chinook in 10 separate additions to provide the intense hot blast found in this can. There we go.
Wow.
I've had 2 or 3 beers by these guys.
Sounds like really good beer.
Yeah, I've had 2 or 3 by these guys. So they've mostly been pretty good. I mean, not great, but all right. Noda, Noda.
I'm a really big Amarillo fan, so it's interesting to hear what they have to offer.
Yeah, that's a lot of different hops in this one, huh? Definitely smells citrusy. A lot of citrus, actually. A little bit of pininess in there. Citry, piney, a little bit of grapefruit. A lot of, it's IPA, but a lot of juiciness, almost like a NEPA, New England IPA, but must be all those hops mixed together. I don't know. It's kind of juicy, fruity taste with a little bit of pininess and grapefruit. I'm not a big IPA fan myself, but I've been drinking a lot of IPA lately. I'm the IPA hater out of us on this show, but it's not too bad.
Well, I'll give it a little swirl here. I'm getting a lot of I'm actually a little tropical, like dried apricot, dried tangerine. It's very light, but still citrus. Subtle, everything is solidified, like torrefied wheat, but actually like more like dried apricot, dried like tangerine notes. It's very soft, but the tropical note is there. I don't get a lot of piffiness or anything like that. It's more dried fruit, kind of like that sugared dried fruit that you get like almost in like a snack pack with trail mix. That's what I'm really getting out of this one. So it smells pretty good. Cheers.
It's not too bad. I've been liking IPAs lately. I don't know if you watch all of our videos when we do IPAs. I'm like, fucking IPA. Oh my god, I can't. But lately, I've been
goddamn IPA, motherfucker.
Yeah, lately I've been liking some of them. I mean, I'm not. It's still not my favorite beer, but solid beer. But I've been liking it more. A lot of them, tasting the difference between the hops. Okay, this one's got Citra, Centennial, whatever. I'm like, okay, not bad.
What's this one giving you?
For some reason, it has a little bit of a. It's definitely hoppy, but it has a little bit of a juicy flavor, almost like a New England IPA. Yeah, even though it's just a regular IPA, but it's kind of smooth. See, what's really weird to me is a lot of IPAs give me the dangler, the gag reflex, the hoppiness, But I haven't been having that lately, so I don't know if I'm getting. I've been drinking them so much lately, I'm getting used to it. So usually the IPA is just that hoppiness. When I get to the back end, I just get that gag reflex. I was like, oh, and I'm not getting that as much as I used to. So I don't know if I'm just getting used to it. Been drinking them more lately, but it's definitely a juicy, fruity flavor there. But it's still there's a hoppy, piney grapefruit type hop in there, So but it's not overwhelming. It's smooth and even all the way through. So
Does it say what hops are in it? Did you say
yes,
that?
it said where the hell did it go? This one, uh, dropping there it is. It's got a whole bunch of them. It's got like Citra, Amarillo, Centennial, Warrior, and Chinook.
No, yeah,
Intense.
that Warrior and Chinook is definitely going to give you a lot of that earthiness that comes up,
Yeah,
that earthy, yeah, for sure.
yeah. It
And
has
the
a little
Chinook
bit.
has a bit of a slight dankness too.
Yeah, yeah. It's got a little bit of that, but I think with all of them together, it's like kind of like leveling the playing field out
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
kind of raising that.
Mhm.
Yeah, for
But it
you.
says something about
This
10
one's nice.
separate additions and Chinook in separate 10 separate additions. I don't know what the hell that means, but to provide an intense hot blast.
This one has a nice earthiness and a little bitiness on the back of the palate, very sharp redness, bitiness. But my daughter unplugged my phone, my light, so it got really dark in here. She's gonna unplug. She's gonna plug that back in here in a second. The light. Wait, the light. And she's gonna stop talking. And
Screw you,
then
Dad.
you have that kind of citrus vibe, that nice peach vibe, kind of a tangerine vibe, that kind of dried apricot vibe. It's actually
Yeah.
pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm not a big IPA fan at all, but lately I've been liking some of the IPAs I've had. I'm like,
This is
either my,
this is this is kind of like light and aromatic, like it's light and tropical. It's very easy. It's very easy a beer to kind of get into. It's not like something that is very kind of palate wrecking. You know what I mean? Like where you have that too much citrus, too much this, too much that.
right.
It's one of those easy kind of vibes where it's a
Yeah.
simple IPA. It's bready enough to kind of balance it with a little bit of breadiness, so it's not super dry, but the dryness kind of lends itself to being an IPA. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's great. I'm just hoping I got to take a trip to Columbia, South Carolina, because there is a Total Wine and More in Columbia, and they have a bigger beer selection. And most of the places I've seen here in Augusta, I looked them up, and they're like, "We got 10 craft beers." I'm like 10, and they're all IPAs mostly. But so I'm gonna take a long trip to go get some good beers. But the bad thing about this place I go to, they got some beers, but there's no. They might have a couple, but not much of crappy beers singles. No crappy beers. If I want to have I don't know what's crappy that they sell in singles, but none there. I'm like, what the hell? A
Get
Yingling.
anything from
No Yingling.
from Georgia, Athens, Georgia. Terrapin? Do you get any Terrapin stuff?
I do have. I think I bought one Terrapin. The place I go to, not a lot of
The
Terrapins.
Wake and Bake is pretty goddamn good Imperial style. That's the Wake and Bake stuff. It's pretty nice.
I don't know if we've done that one. I did buy one. I got that in my collection I bought the other day, so I'm probably gonna do that next
Hot
week.
Executioner is another good one from
Oh yeah, we tried
Terrapin.
that one. Yeah, I forget. I can't
Yeah,
remember the name.
but
I just
Maple
bought
Bake
them.
is probably their best. That's probably their best from Terrapin.
Jammer did
Maple Bake.
back in October. He did a maple bacon pumpkin something stout, but he
Maple
kept
bacon pump. As soon as they say pumpkin, I'm like, I'm out.
yeah.
I'm not in.
But it's like a tongue twister. And when he was out doing it, he did his video solo. He's like
I love
maple bacon, yeah, maple bacon pumpkin stout, whatever
Maple
hell.
people, purple pumpkin people leaders.
Yeah, it was like maple pecan pumpkin bacon stout, it was something weird. But he kept when he said it, he was like stumbling over it,
Usually
the tongue
when they
twister.
do that, there's some word in there that throws me off. Going,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm okay. Like I like maple, I like pecan, I like bourbon, I like all this. It's just like there's always something that kind of goes, yeah,
yeah,
I'm all right.
yeah. The bacon, they try to get those bacon lovers in there. I was like, yeah, we got bacon herb.
Do you have anything from that Magnolia company that is in the area? Something Magnolia.
They're out of Louisiana, I believe, right?
Yeah, they're from Louisiana. I've heard a lot about them.
Yeah, I did. I back in October, I did like two or three of their beers, like a pecan something and maple pecan.
Yeah, the
Or
pecan. Yep, yep.
yeah, they weren't too bad. I'm more
Yeah,
of
I
a
kind
big
of figured they'd
stout
be kind
or
of like,
porter
okay.
fan myself,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I kind of figured that the Magnolia company would be like good, but okay. Like, unfortunately, most of the companies I've been finding lately have been good, but okay.
if you could find, there's this company in North Carolina called Bird Song Brewing Company, and they got a damn
Birdsong.
porter.
I've heard of them.
They got a porter. It's really good. I just did a chili beer by them. It was a stout. It was all right, but the porter they did is what the hell was it called? Something morning porter. It was the best damn porter I've had in years, probably. I mean, if you watch the video on that one, you can see how excited I am. But I was like, wow,
Wow.
this is one. I was like, damn, Jammer should have had this one. It was a really good porter. It's like those one out of those. The one beer is like, wow, this is it. This is how beer should be. That's how excited I was about it. I was like, this is it. That was a really good one. So when I go back down to Florida to visit my brother and stop by a Jammer, I'll probably drop off some beers. That'll be one of them I give to him.
Yep. Well,
But
I haven't done it in a while, but I have a whole family go visit in Alabama and Mississippi and Louisiana. So I have another whole realm of beer to explore because I
yeah,
know a lot of that stuff does not get up here. A lot of this
right.
stuff does not get down there. So even though we have excelled leaps and bounds as
Hmm.
a craft beer community, I know there's a lot of regional stuff still.
Right. And there's like a lot of, like I said on the previous video, Florida, we used to get like a lot of craft beers. And then 2017 or 18, they came out with a state law. The craft brewers didn't have to go through a distributor back then in Florida. They just went straight to the stores. But they made a state law where they had to go through the distributors. And it's like a
Right.
whole bunch of them backed out of Florida or something. You didn't see half the beers you saw before. So
Yeah.
they didn't want to go through that middleman. Of course, if they did, then they probably would have raised their prices, which probably nobody would buy it. So, but yeah, I'm a big brown ale. I like some brown ales, but I'm more of a porter stout guy. I'm a dark beer, Schwartz beers, even black IPAs or black
I like a
ales.
brown. I like a brown ale when it's really done well.
Yeah, not a big brown ale fan. I'm about 50-50. It depends on who makes it. Yeah, the stouts, porters, some lagers. IPAs, but they're growing on me. I guess after all these years, I'm finally like drinking some IPAs. Like, wow, this is pretty good. Rugby. Well, PABrewNews, I'm going to have to watch more of your videos. Every time, I probably should watch more of your videos so when I ever travel and find some of those beers. But every time I watch one of your videos, I'm like, what the hell beer is this? I never even heard of it or seen it anywhere. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, a lot of it is people don't see it, don't know of it, never heard of it, can't get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, that's a lot of. I think that's a lot of something that a lot of people have as their channels in general.
Yeah.
I mean, if I know a lot of guys who do beer reviews out of Mississippi, I can't get half the stuff they review.
Right.
Same thing out of people out of Tennessee or Texas. I can't get that. I can't get that. And if I do get it, like is the southern, urban South 4-pack. I told you it's $35. I'm not gonna get that. For go fuck yourself. I'm not
Right.
gonna buy that.
That's why I told Jammer a couple of years ago, I had this girl that was going to buy an RV, Winnebago or whatever, driving one. I was like, yeah, we could get one of those printers, sell T-shirts, drive around the country, do beer reviews at Mount St. Helens, Devil's Tower, wherever, and we make T-shirts. We go to Smoky Mountains, make a bunch of Smoky Mountain T-shirts. Get one of those printers. We'll make money, travel, drink beer. Stop somewhere, make T-shirts for that area, make money, travel, drink craft beer. Beer reviews all over the country. Of course, we were a little scared because, the woman that was going to provide the RV, she was like kind of crazy. So,
Aren't all women crazy?
right.
From my experience, aren't all to a certain degree.
Yeah, so he didn't want to do that. I was like, man, just sell everything you got.
I got all these grapes from an ex-wife, so I get it.
Right. I didn't have nothing at that time because I did bankruptcy the year before. So I said, I'll sell my car, my PlayStation, and you sell your house and all your other stuff. But I was like, yeah, I'll sell my.
Did your wife would make me let me paint the wall like this? No, I did it by myself.
Did you? Is
But
that
I
actual
make all my best decisions by myself. All of my worst decisions by myself.
That's good painting there, though. That's a painting, actually, huh?
Yeah, I do it painting on my channel too. So check it out.
I should do some finger painting, like a review of drinking and finger painting.
Bob Ross shit on my channel. Satanic Bob Ross.
Ah, Satanic Bob Ross. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think either number painting or finger painting?
You were talking about styles. What is your favorite style?
A beer?
Yeah.
I like
because you said a lot of stuff you don't like. What is? You can say all the stuff you don't like. What do you do like?
I like stouts mostly. Is my favorite style of beer.
Yeah,
actually,
that's a great style.
Stouts and porters.
It's a style that when they get, it's so easy to get wrong though.
Right.
But it's so amazing when they get it right.
Right, but with stouts, when I review a stout, I don't think I give a stout a lower grade than a C minus. Usually they're B or A's, but occasional C minus. But with the other beers, they can range from anywhere from a D to an A. It's like depending on who makes it.
Honestly, when someone does a regular stout, I'll give them a 6, maybe lowest. And someone gives an imperial stout, though, I always consider anything under 7 like epic fail. Like if you got under a 7, like
an imperial
you
stout,
you need to change what you're doing as a brewer. But kind of like what you say, I won't destroy them, but I'll give them a low review.
Right.
But that low review to many other styles is a pretty good review. Like, a 6 out of 10. You must like that. Not really, though.
Yeah, because that's
a 6 out of 10 sounds okay, but for me,
she's all right to marry, but right, she's all right to marry 6 out of 10, but you don't want to show her off to your friends or anything.
Yeah, like honestly, a 6 out of 10 for a stout means I'll never buy that stout again because there's so many 7 out of 10
Mm-hmm.
stouts available.
Yeah, because
So
Jammer
if you
bought
really look at it,
he bought a Polish stout once, which wasn't too bad, but it was definitely a 5 or a 6. You know, it wasn't really great. Yeah. So, but
have you
I mean,
ever
different.
had the Carnegie stout from
What's it,
Sweden?
what's it called?
Carnegie stout.
I don't think so.
I might try to get a bottle for you and I'll send it to you because it's a beautiful stout from Sweden.
Oh, Carnegie.
And
I'll
you
have to look
guys
that
can
one
just
up.
drink it, rate it as an old stout or a porter. It's actually Carnegie Porter. I think you'll rate it
Oh,
higher than most stouts.
yeah. Yeah, there's some great porters out there too. I like porters,
Oh yeah,
stouts.
I always like Founders Porter. Founders straight up porter. I
Oh
always
yeah.
like that one. That's always a good one. But I'll tell you what, drink Carnegie Porter and try to rate it as a porter, you'll rate it like a 10. But
Oh yeah.
apparently, somewhere in the internets, it's rated as an imperial stout,
Hmm.
even though it's called Carnegie Porter. So I rate it as a porter, and it's fucking amazing. So there you go.
It's amazing
Because
all the
that's what it says on the fucking label, Carnegie Porter.
right.
So
It's
yeah.
amazing all these different styles of beers. I mean, over the years, centuries. Like hey, we made beer. Hey, I made this beer. Hey,
Oh,
I
this
had this
beer.
shit too.
Oh, this. Now we have these fucking dumbasses like, I have a Quebec yeast and I have a brute yeast. Now, like, oh, I get it. Wine is trying to come into brewing, and this ancient. I love this too. We have this forgotten Norwegian style of brewing. You know what is the reason we forgot it? Because it sucks. But you want to just bring it on in. Because Quebec style is bullshit. And then you have all these other styles of brewing coming. Like this, it's because
Whoa.
it's garbage. But I'll tell you what, Baltic porters are a lager, and Baltic
Yeah.
porters, when done right, are fucking amazing.
Yeah, Baltic porters. Even what's the? Are there some Baltic stouts or some type of stouts from up there? I don't know. Maybe they're just porters. Maybe it's the Russian imperial stouts. I don't know. I thought there was a
Russian beer
Baltic.
stuff is good.
Yeah, yeah, the Baltic stuff we've had. Yeah, pretty good. We've actually had a couple beers that were Russian imperial stouts or Baltic porters or whatever, but they were from Russia. I forget the name of the brand, but they were pretty good.
Are you talking about
Start with an
oh shit,
S or
Baltica?
Baltica. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
they're
go.
they're pretty good.
They make good shit.
Yeah, we had like 4 or 5 different beers by that one time. It was like, hey, let's get all these Balticas. Yeah,
I like Baltica number 9. That's their
yeah,
extra lager. It's a high gravity lager. I like that one.
yeah. See, it sucked when we were in Florida because we lived in a small town north of Tampa, so we had to drive like to get some good beers. We had to drive like 35, 40 minutes into Tampa with the traffic and stuff to get some good beers.
Right.
But it was worth it half the time, yeah. But up in where we lived is like you couldn't get much. And then
I
finally
mean,
up in about a 20-minute drive, Total Wine and More opened up. It's like, hey, we get some now. Don't have to drive that far. We drive half the distance now. But
let me throw you back in the Wayback Machine. Remember when you lived in Wilkes-Barre back in the day?
yeah,
Remember how the beer selection was back in the day?
I didn't drink because I joined the army in
Yeah, but
19,
I'll tell
and
you what, it was dismal.
yeah,
Like you couldn't buy beer anywhere but distributors. There was no craft beer.
yeah,
Like
distributors.
craft beer didn't really hit my area in Pennsylvania until 2009.
Wow. I mean, do they
Yeah,
sell craft beer at beer
like
distributors?
yeah, and they just did 2 years ago. They started selling craft beer in 4 packs in beer
Oh
distributors.
wow, no singles though.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like they could do. 4-pack, 6-pack, but not
Yeah,
singles.
no singles. Oh, that sucks.
No
Yeah, that's
singles.
why.
No,
That's why I
no,
love
no,
because singles. You go. I don't want to buy a 6-pack of that shit because I
no.
might not like
And
it.
that's the thing is like they can only do singles in grocery stores now, and that celebrate singles. Like not every
Oh,
grocery store does singles.
that's
Only
horrible.
some. See, you have to understand like how crazy it is in PA compared to everyone
Oh,
else. I like it. I like it. I like PA because I always know where we're gonna fall. We're always
yeah.
gonna fall last. We are the arcane commonwealth of the states.
The
So,
Keystone.
like, if diphtheria gets eradicated in every state, diphtheria will get eradicated last in Pennsylvania
Right.
because
It's,
we are last.
right. It's a
We're gonna
Keystone State, and you
honestly,
have a friend in
they need to
Pennsylvania.
change this. They need to change all the license plates to the last Commonwealth
Right.
because we're the last people to say, okay, it's okay. Like
Right.
it
You know,
doesn't matter what.
the old you have a friend in Pennsylvania is your last friend in America.
Yeah, and then you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're right before the last guy, you're fine.
Now I went to. I don't know if you remember him, Rocket Ismail. I went to high school with him in Wilkes-Barre. He played for Notre Dame. He's a Heisman Trophy runner-up. Rocket Ismail. You remember him?
I don't watch sports balls.
Oh, okay. Well, he played for Notre Dame in college. He's a Heisman Trophy runner-up behind Ty Detmer of all people. Ty Detmer won quarterback. But I had the distinct thing that me and my deceased brother are only two people to be a high school alumni with the Heisman Trophy winner, which was Ernie Davis Jr., the first black Heisman Trophy winner in 1959 at Syracuse University. He went to our high school in New York. And then we moved to Pennsylvania and went to high school with Rocket Ismail, who was a Heisman runner-up. So I am the only person still alive in America that has alumni with a Heisman Trophy winner and a runner-up.
And run up for it. Hey, there you go.
That's it. I'm the
Until I
only one
kill
in
you,
America. Right.
I'll knock
But
you
still,
off. I
I'll
promise.
still be the second deceased person that did the same thing.
Hey, you have that. You have that. I'll
I
tell
used to
you
mess
what, you
around.
have it.
I know I used to mess around with my friend Pennsylvania. He's a big
I'll
Penn
tell you
State
what,
fan.
you need to call Ripley's Believe It or Not, and they will put you in the book.
Believe it or not.
They'll put you in the book.
I'm gonna do that
The
tomorrow.
second to this something or this or that. And there you go.
First black Heisman Trophy winner, high school alumni, and Heisman runner-up. Only person alive to say that. Okay.
Yep.
Cheers.
I would. I mean, when we were young enough, when we were but babes, I'm sure we could have looked through the Heisman Trophy Award winners and picked something we could have went for it.
Yeah.
Like something. I will be the only person who did this.
Yes, I'm the only person that lived in. Oh, you live Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, right? Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, and I've had 3 wrestlers that come through here: John Cena and whatever, whoever went to that university.
My point right now, I am the only person in Pennsylvania who have been in YouTube longest that never made money.
Right.
That's what I'm
Same
going
here.
for right now.
There you go. Me and Jammer made some money. He bought his original green screen with our Google pennies that we made originally, but we got canceled like within the first year or 2 years of doing videos from the Google pennies or whatever the hell they called it back then.
Oh yeah,
because of some copyright violations or whatever. But we did
I
buy
have a ton of copyright and violations, but the thing is, you can't do anything to my channel because I'm not monetized because you never paid me yet.
We got canceled our original channel because I think it was my fault.
The funny thing is, as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, they're gonna cancel me.
Yeah,
I think it's funny. Like
how many subscribers do you have now?
834.
Oh, you should have more. Shit.
That's what everybody else does too.
we had 7,000 subscribers on our original channel, and we got canceled in July of 2020 because I think I had a statue. It was 4th of July. I was COVID bound in the house. Me, Jammer, my brother, and a friend were on this same thing here together, doing it live stream. And I showed my phone to the camera, and it was a Statue of Liberty lady dressed like a Statue of Liberty, painted, but she was naked, but painted. But she was riding some dude. And and I showed it only for like 2 seconds and pulled it back. But I think that's why we got canceled. They don't tell
Well,
you
you
why
know
you
what?
got.
Fuck those. I mean, it's all bots. It's not real people. It's
Yeah,
all bots. Fucking get you. Fuck those bots. Fuck the system.
yeah.
Fuck you. And by the way, fuck all these government fuckers listening to me
Damn
too. Fuck
droids.
damn droids.
Yeah.
Let's go, Brandon.
That's
Fuck.
why droids are not allowed in the bar at the cantina.
No droids in the bar. I'm gonna smoke where I want to. Fuck you.
But that's how we got canceled.
One
7,000
guy
subscribers.
started complaining to me. He goes, I remember being in PA where they used to let smoking, and it was horrible. I said, yeah, it's because smoking's for adults. Asshole. Like, if you don't want to go to a place and smoke, go somewhere else. I mean, I don't need to smoke, but the whole point
Yeah.
that he started complaining pissed me off.
Well,
Go
this the whole COVID thing in Florida, a lot of the bars I used to go to, I quit smoking a couple years ago because I had lung surgery. Quit smoking,
Well, yeah, of course, yeah,
but the
absolutely.
bars I went to because of COVID, COVID smoking spreads COVID. They cut smoking out of the bars, and
Well,
you can't
I
smoke in
actually
here
heard the
anymore.
same thing is that like people who smoke don't get COVID. So I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know.
if you're
This
smoking and
misinformation is
blowing out smoke,
crazy.
you're blowing out the same shit. If you're not smoking, spreading COVID. It doesn't make sense.
You know, this information, okay, comes from the same people who suck a guy off all day long, but put a condom on when they fuck him.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying right now? This
I
is
get
the
it.
same information comes from the same people that ride infected dick all day long, but suck it without a problem. You
Right.
fucking morons. Can I just say it like that so everyone understands where I'm coming
Yeah.
from? You
I don't know
piece
if
of fucking retarded shit.
I'll try to edit the video later on, so because we're at 57 minutes, so it'll be at 42 minutes probably by the time I edit it. Hopefully, they'll watch that long.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
hey,
Don't worry. I don't worry. I get edited all the time. I get it.
if you want to do one more beer review, I go ahead and close this one down now. I'll send you another link. I don't have it in my crap.
Another one. I have another one. Oh, if you enjoyed this one, I have another one.
I got a Yingling Black and Tan in the fridge. That's all I got. But
Oh, that's what we used to call Pottsville piss water. Fuck yeah.
it's Pottsville piss water, the brown piss water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you another
I
link.
have another one.
I'll send you a link in about 3 minutes. How about that?
Okay, sounds good, sir.
Spit
Hey,
or
thank you
swallow
for letting me
beer.
join you. Cheers, cheers everybody.
PA Brew News. Check them out. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.